Mr. Chairman, happy birthday.
Thank you.
At the outset, I want to thank you and the members on both sides of the aisle for defending this committee's longstanding bipartisan tradition of requiring blue slips from senators supporting district court nominees from their state. As chair of this committee, I honored that practice despite pressure to do away with blue slips from the Democratic side. As a result, many Senate Republicans were able to negotiate with the Biden White House to fill vacancies in their states. Other Republicans used the blue slips to hold open seats in their states, as Democrats have done too. I didn't particularly like that approach, but I respect their decision. As a result, several of the district court nominees before us today have been nominated to fill some of those vacancies in red states. Blue slips remain a critical part of this body's advice and consent responsibility, even when they frustrate the party in power. Let me say a word about the nominees today. Two panels. First panel, a circuit court nominee, of course, by herself, and then a second panel which consists of judicial nominees and others. President Trump has sent his nominees to us. Today we will hear from Sarah Carter Bailey. She's been nominated to be director of the Office of National Drug Control Policy, also known as the Drug Czar. I can't think of a single issue, I agree with the chairman on this, of more serious consequence than drug addiction in the United States and the heavy price we pay, not just individuals and families, but as a society. Doing something about drugs certainly is the highest priority that we face. The Office of National Drug Control Policy is supposed to lead that effort, particularly because of the liaison with law enforcement, to make sure that the $300 million in federal grants that was available last year will be given to law enforcement effectively on a local and state basis to reduce drug addiction. This is an important position that requires a professional who is an expert in combating, for example, the opioid epidemic. Sadly, Ms. Carter is not that serious nominee. She has been a MAGA loyalist and podcaster whom President Trump has chosen for this critical role in government. Until she joined ONDCP 3 months ago, she had never worked in government. She has never served in law enforcement. She has no expertise in public health nor in drug policy. She's been a loyal MAGA podcaster. Why is it important to bring this up at this point? Because of two things from the Trump administration which we ought to take to heart. The first was a statement made by the Trump White House earlier this year about the HIDTA program, HIDTA, H-I-D-T-A program, that provides $300 million to law enforcement. Here's what the Trump White House said about it initially. For every dollar invested in the HIDTA program, the American people get $68 in benefits, making HIDTA an effective and efficient use of taxpayers' money and an important tool in the nation's effort to stop drug traffickers and save American lives. That was the first statement by the White House. The second statement was their budget request. Guess what they did to the HIDTA grants? They cut them by 34%, from $300 million to $196 million. So I'd have to say to Ms. Bailey, whose side are you on at this point? Law enforcement comes to us and begs for more money to fight drug problems in their communities, and I want to give it to them. But the White House wants to cut it by 34%. What's your position going to be? We'll find out in the questioning. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.